The soldier was resting with his hound in the gloomy woods when suddenly the dog seemed to sense something amiss. It began barking frantically in one direction. The soldier turned uneasily to look, only to see a thick fog rapidly approaching. Before he could fully process his confusion, the hound had already dashed into the white mist. Without hesitation, the soldier limped into the fog. Once inside, he lost all trace of the hound, hearing only intermittent barks. Following the sound, he suddenly heard an eerie noise nearby.
Who's there?
Soon the hound began to whimper in agony, sending panic through him. But when he turned back, the sight before him left him stunned. The hound hung mangled from a branch, as if torn apart by something. Clearly, some terrifying creature lurked within the mist. He had to flee this eerie, mist-shrouded forest immediately, without a moment's delay. He ran frantically until he reached the main road. Strangely, the mist pursued him relentlessly, so he chose the nearest town to continue his flight. Finally, at nightfall, he reached the police station. Still shaken, he urgently recounted his bizarre encounter to the on-duty detectives, pleading for them to warn the townspeople to evacuate. But the detectives dismissed him as drunk, not only ignoring his warning, but accusing him of spreading rumors and threatening to lock him up. In desperation, he spotted an officer reaching for a gun. Thinking it might help fight the monsters in the mist, he lunged for it. Before he could touch the weapon, he was pinned to the ground and thrown into a cell. Now unable to escape, his fear intensified.
It's coming! It's coming!
Jack had come to the station to gather information when a violent crash echoed outside. He followed the officers out to investigate, only to be stunned by the spectacle before them. The fog had engulfed the mountains and was now rapidly advancing toward the station. Just then, Jack received a call from his daughter Alice. Before they could exchange many words, the fog closed in around them, severing the communication signal as if disrupted by some force. One detective urged everyone to rush inside the station for shelter, but another, a portly officer, calmly pulled out his phone to snap photos for his wife. He stepped into the fog. Immersed in taking pictures, he remained oblivious to the insects crawling toward him. When he finally noticed, he instinctively swatted at them, only to find the insects multiplying relentlessly. No matter how hard he fought, he couldn't shake them off. Inside, the chief inspector and Jack heard his cries for help and rushed out to investigate. When the chief inspector found the overweight detective, the horrifying sight left him stunned. He hurried away and warned Jack that the place was dangerous, urging him to drive off immediately. Jack looked puzzled at first, but seeing the sheriff's panicked expression, he realized something was terribly wrong. He handed Jack the keys and told him to wait in the car while he ran back to the station to bring Darian along. Just as he was about to leave, he heard cries for help coming from the jail. Curious, the two went inside to investigate. From Hunter, they learned of terrifying monsters lurking within the fog. Outside, the sheriff waiting nearby sensed something nearby but couldn't see it. Terrified, he abandoned Jack and fled in the car ahead of schedule. Meanwhile, Jack's daughter Alice waited in the car for her mother, who was shopping. Suddenly, she noticed herself and the car gradually being enveloped by thick fog. She was utterly astonished, having never seen such thick fog in her